We last left with you guys trailing a whole lot of bandits out of Churi, having just encountered some nasty little sand goblins.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Okay. Where am I now? Were we gonna follow? Because were we gonna stay in the caravan?
You
Oh.
were intending to follow the guys on the camels out to see who they met with, I think.
The bandits to find their whatever.
There we go.
Okay, is that what you do?
Yep, I'm keen to keep on following.
Yeah,
Okay.
why not?
Rightio, so you continue to follow, just needing to roll a dice there. Okay, right. You follow through, you get towards
I
the...
am beat up bad though.
Yep. I don't think anyone can heal you anymore because the Huri's healed you as much as she can today.
Sure.
And you don't have a cleric with you? Sorcerer, you don't have any healing powers, do you?
No. Nope.
No. Okay. Yeah, and bandages only stop you from bleeding out. They don't actually heal you. Okay, so you get towards the end of the day. The sun is going down. Most people have stopped. The guys in the camels seem to be heading on. They are moving off the trail. Are you wanting to leave the trail and head into the sand?
Yeah, we'll keep on following them, but make sure to memorize the landmarks before going off a beaten track.
Okay, well you are lucky. There are some mountains and you know a general direction back. It just depends on what you may encounter in the sand off the beaten track. You sort of slow down, move back so they can't sort of see you over dunes, that sort of stuff. You can sort of just keep on tracking them. And eventually you'll get to the slowly coming up the crest of a dune, and you'll see that they've moved the camels in a sort of a dell, so to speak, if that's the proper term for the hollow of a couple of dunes. Quite a big set of dunes. I mean, the dunes here rise around about 150 feet, so they're not small little dells or anything. They're quite big hollow basins that hold quite a lot. You'll see an encampment around about 2 miles off the track. Enough to be lost, not easily found, but close enough to get to wherever you want to get to if you want to be near a city. You can see a camp of around about 50 odd people. There are some camels. There are 2 horses that you can see. There are some hunting dogs. There are around about 15, 18 tents. There's one big one right in the center. It is different because it is black and gold striped. The others are other different colors, but it's quite, let's say, a bit more ostentatious. People do seem to move into that one more than not the others, and it does have a couple of big guards on the front. I need you all to give me a D20 roll, please.
Yep. Were we seen?
Did we have to sign into Roll20 with an account?
Yep.
Well, you were in there last week, so it should be easy to get in there.
I don't know why.
We both rolled 3s.
Awesome.
Yep.
And you are in the game. So hang on a second. Let me do this. Copy link. Radio. I'll put the link in the. I'm hopefully putting this in the Tuesday night's game. If you click on that link, that should take you into the game.
Okay.
Has it taken you to the Roll20 thing?
To sign in.
Oh, yep. So you will have had some sort of email address and password. Hopefully your browser remembers all that, because I never can remember all my bloody... I've got so many different passwords, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm the same, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rely on
Somebody,
Google to remember everything.
Somebody want to roll for me?
Yeah. Here we go. 17.
Okay, rightio. So, Nebuchadnezzar, as you guys are looking, you guys just see this activity. You'll actually catch sight of someone who's familiar to you, and then you'll realise it's one of your best friends. He seems to be just moving stuff around. He does have a short curved sword under a sash sort of thing. Pretty typical sign of a bandit, because they don't use scabbards as such. You know, get access to a quick weapon sort of thing. Wearing sort of dark, probably leather armor.
Oh, sorry. I just realized I can heal you, Lincoln. Adriasis.
Yeah,
I
but
You
I think you
already
did
used it on.
Yeah.
No, because I have massage and I also have cure light runes at first level.
Yeah, I thought you had used them, though.
Did I? I don't. I
He
should have
was pretty
recorded it.
badly hurt. What are you on at the moment?
I'm. Oh no, I haven't been healed at all. I'm down 13 hit points.
Out of...
18.
Yeah, okay. So...
Sorry.
Except, didn't you or someone else take damage?
Oh,
yeah,
well.
the
I can't
sorceress,
remember what your character's name is. Sorry.
Nebuchadnezzar took some damage too, so you probably healed her.
Oh, yeah.
She's got much less hit points. The ogre's...
But first level, I can cast spell.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Steve, for interrupting.
That's alright. Okay, so Nebuchadnezzar, you can see a friend of yours there. What the heck is he doing with these guys? He's not a bandit type.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, relay this information to the group.
So you've got a possible connection there if you want to go and investigate that once you get back to the town. Are you... Okay, there's 3 of you badly hurt against a encampment of 50 odd strong bandits. Are you intending, apart from looking at this, are you intending to do anything else with this? Or do you want to sort of try to head home?
GTFO and go tell the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nebuchadnezzar, sorry. Your friend Bandit.
Yeah.
Oh, unless you use some you know, wit about this and do something different. Okay.
Yeah, what's our other option? Because if we go back, because looking at all options, we've got 2. We can go back, but there's a likelihood that we could encounter something, or we could. Does Nebuchadnezzar have mutual friends with this bandit? Well, this person.
This person is a friend of hers.
Friend, yeah.
Because what you could wing it, and say that you heard they were involved in something and you wanted in on it.
Yep.
And hopefully, yeah, it all comes down to luck. So like,
can we discuss this back in town?
Yeah, my question was going to be, what was the purpose of this mission right now?
To get the goods back.
Yep.
Was it?
But
because there were no goods to get back.
Oh yeah, we were just scouting, weren't we?
Your mission was to scout, to see, to find out. Well, you found out some stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, always remember your mission and don't go too far outside of it. Otherwise, you're going to end up not being well resourced for it.
Off to town we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, after taking stock of the individuals, you are heading back into town. So it is dark by the time you do. You will get back to the road. That part's relatively easy because you do have enough light to go by the landmarks. However, it's going to get dark, so dark that the only thing really left would be the light created by the city, and that's sort of in a general direction. Are you going to use that to move slowly through the night till you get to town, or are you going to stay out here for the night? Town would be around about 2 hours away.
I can see fine.
I can't.
I can't either.
So if we get into trouble, we'll be fucked.
Well, you're out. You may get into trouble just camping now. Are you equipped to camp?
Possibly not.
I can sleep in the sand.
Yeah, but the only person who is equipped to camp right now is the Harfogar.
I have food.
You have
Okay,
some
we're gonna get walking.
Okay, so a nice slow walk, but I'm going to make a couple of rolls. Ooh.
Do either of you have light sources?
I'm a temple maiden. I can barely afford to eat.
Do we have what?
Light
sources.
Yeah. Oh.
Can
The
this
temple would have supplied you with a lantern if you had have asked.
can you create light?
Bill, no. I can
Excellent.
create darkness.
Cool.
Excellent.
One ogre
Even
and two
better.
blind humans walk down the road.
Okay, you move very carefully and slowly towards the glow on the horizon, sort of thing. It does get larger. You adapt your movement to try to keep it roughly in the middle of where you're going. If you wander and it starts to sort of move towards your right or your left a bit, you sort of move back the other way, just trying to use that as your center
Isn't
point.
there a road, Steve?
Yes, but it's dark.
Yeah, but I've got dark vision,
Yeah.
so I'll grab their hands and lead them down the road.
Yeah, the road is not that much different to the sand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It will only truly become a sort of a road the closer you get to town. So most of it's
okay.
very hardly distinguishable.
It's a path. Yeah.
Yeah, as a path. So the closer you get, the more it will become discernible to you. But you're moving through some pretty rough terrain. It's about at the 2 hour mark where you can finally sight on the horizon the actual lights of the city.
Yay.
So you can pick up your pace a little bit, and it's hoped that there'll be no encounters, but you never know. Damn, there'll be no encounters. 3 3s and an 18. How crappy is that? I just needed a 1 or a 2.
Absolutely horrible that goblins didn't pop up right next to town.
No goblins. No, you managed to deal with them quite nicely. It's around about 9.5 bells at night time. By the time you get back to the town, you can climb up to your roof. I'm guessing. I'm not sure where the other two are staying.
Going back to the temple.
And Nebuchadnezzar, where are you going?
We meet here in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you have an abode, Nebuchadnezzar?
No, I don't think I do. I'm not aware that I have one.
Nope.
You can sleep with me.
Yeah, sweet. We'll do that.
Go!
Slumber party.
Yeah.
I always wondered what it is, but my mum wouldn't let me.
I
Human
take
tooth.
Nebuchadnezzar to my nest.
Yeah, and it is pretty much exactly that. There's some parts of it that are just roof and parts of it that have some loose stuffing stuff on it to make it look slightly comfortable. The only thing you've got, as long as you can put up with his body odor is that he is warm when you tend to go to sleep. That's about it. So the night will go through, except I need to make an encounter roll for the two of you because you are out in the middle of nowhere. You're exposed, so to speak. 1d12. Come on. Nope, still going for the 3. Okay, you sleep through the night, get a hit point back if you're damaged, and you convene in the morning. What do you want to do? You've got this day and tomorrow before you have to go back to the temple.
No, today's my last day.
Okay.
Yep. We need to talk to the people that told us to find bandits.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you'll go
remember who
back.
they were.
They would
are.
be the
I've got the
people over here.
Yep.
Over here somewhere.
Because they're the ones that initially asked us to investigate.
Yep.
Oh, at the Alk here?
The refugees.
Yeah.
So, you'll get a sparse. Well, you two will get a sparse meal. The person who lives in the temple will get a normal temple meal. Comes out rather. Yeah. Anyway, comes out to meet you, and you sort of.
Could have brought goblin for goblin's stew.
Yeah. Well. You don't forget, you do have some goblin swords you can sell.
Ooh.
It's worth money. For those ones that you don't want to use, because there were 5 of them, I think, 5 goblin short swords.
They dropped them in the run.
I think you bet them up. You took them.
I clubbed one, and the rest ran away.
Oh, okay. You've got 1 short sword.
I was going to say, unless they drops them, we got 1.
You got 1. But hey.
It's a toothpick.
Yeah. But that short sword could be worth anywhere up to, if you get really, really lucky, like 5 gold pieces worth.
Yeah, that's not much because the goblins had 30 gold on them.
We've got that too.
So we're actually rich at the moment. Most money I've ever seen on goblins.
Okay. So we're going to try and sell the sword first.
Okay. Who's going to do that?
I'll give it a go.
Okay. Normally, it's a charisma-based attempt. So you might want to compare charismas to see who's got the best chance there.
Isn't bandits potentially time-sensitive information?
Is what, sorry?
Isn't the bandits potentially time-sensitive information?
One would consider it to be true, yes. So who's having a go at doing this?
I've got a charisma of 15.
And is it a prime? That's the question. Is it a prime?
Yes, it is. Because my primes are wisdom, charisma, and dexterity.
Mine is 15, and it's a prime too.
Okay, so in this case you can both work the guy. So one of you can roll to see if you can assist the other one. Who's going to roll to see who's going to assist who? Well, Nebuchadnezzar, you're not you aren't a temple person such as Ari. Ari would probably be more push my boobs into his face sort of thing, because that's part of my job.
Dancing and
yeah, you could do the talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ari, are you supporting Nebuchadnezzar? Because you're using your body
Here
to.
we go.
Okay, let's see what you get.
12 on a prime.
And bonus of 15 or plus 1 or plus 2?
So 13 all up.
Okay, so Nebuchadnezzar, you now have a plus 1 to your final roll.
D20, yeah?
Yep.
Oh.
Roll high.
7.
And in good Tane fashion, we roll low.
Hell.
So the guy is willing to give you a gold piece
Fuck.
for the short sword. And no more. It's in horrible condition. It's barely usable, but you look like you need money, so I'm taking pity on you. Don't try to barter with me, he says.
I say to him, good sir, we need this gold to help support those in need.
And you are working from the temple, so you'll have lots of ability to do that. I, on the other hand, am a poor lowly businessman who has to keep his family in food and under shelter.
If
This
you are
is my
able
way
to
of
pay,
doing a good deed. A gold
if you are
piece
able
or not?
to give higher, I will ensure that many blessings are given to your business.
Ooh, you don't know what you're promising there, but okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're promising a lot for a measly.
Well, I'm just gonna give him many blessings.
Well, that'll be interesting, because, okay. I'll roll to see what he thinks about that.
There are many ways to interpret blessings.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just realized it as I said it.
Yeah, especially from a temple huri.
But you also do have the temple backing you, so your word is sort of the temple's word as well.
Yes, which means
Yeah.
you're putting the temple in there too. So he says, well, if that's the case, what sort of blessings could I expect? And sort of, he's got like 10 silver pieces in his hand, and he's got a bag with other silver pieces in it, so he's got the gold ready, and it looks like he might be ready to pour some gold out, some silver out to make it more.
I don't know what sort of blessings I can grant, in all honesty.
Well,
Oh no, I'm saying that as me, not to him. Sorry.
yeah.
Well,
Use
how
your
to bless-
imagination. You know what you can do. You know what your business is. You know what your job is.
Okay.
But by inference, you represent the temple.
I will advise people around town throughout my wonders of how you are such a fair and generous man to the people of the town, and they should buy goods from you because you source goods from local people. Sellers,
He puts
communities.
another 3 silver pieces in his other hand. Keep going, he says.
I will whisper of your wares to those who come to me seeking favors.
He tops it up with another 7 silvers. Is there anything else you could do for me?
I feel like I'm missing something. What?
Remember, these are all things you're promising to do.
Yeah, and they are all things I can actually do.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I say at this point I cannot promise more because I too must be cautious and generous with all.
Well, he says, we seem to have 2 gold pieces. I'll put another silver there. But that is as high as I can go.
I thank him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'll figure that one out eventually.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're a huri. But okay.
I don't have that much notes on them. I guess it's
Remember who you
imagination.
serve. Okay, so you've got 2 gold and 1 silver, but it's all in silver. So you got 21 silver pieces, and he takes the sword.
I say thank you, and we go to report the bandits and get 7 silver each.
Mm-hmm. So you talk to the refugees, and they're sort of saying, so you are unable to get our goods back. And things are very dire here for us. We have very little money. We have very little ability to generate anything to make profit to move.
Would you come with us to the guard? Because that amount of bandits is too much. But with your word, the guard might send out a force to eradicate
We've already
them.
talked to the guard. They did nothing. Nothing that we're aware of. We are just lowly tribal wanderers. We matter not much to them. If perhaps we were some more important merchant family, they might have responded differently.
Okay. Well, we can't exactly infiltrate them.
So
I'm at a loss here, team.
What do you have?
Oh.
You have 21 silver pieces, 30 gold pieces, each other, and...
Let's go hire us a mob.
And what else do you have?
Okay.
Always look to your resources.
We have a temple. Would they help?
Well, they've already helped by giving you some time away from your duties, haven't they? But you can always ask and see. No harm in asking.
Yeah. So that's what I can do. I can ask the temple. Do you guys know anyone?
From the temple?
Do you guys know of any?
Not that I know of.
Do temple do poison?
I know.
No. Not that I know of.
I could only ask my wizard guild or whatever.
You don't have a guild.
I don't. Yeah.
No, you would have to be able to. At the moment you're a traveling wizard. You'd have to find a wizard to see if they would mentor you.
Yeah.
You're a journeyman wizard, so you're out there making wizardy. I don't know, sorceress. Sorry, I beg your pardon.
Because
you're
we
making
could
your way.
poison them. Everyone needs to drink.
Where can we get poison from?
Is there an apothecary or something around here, Steve?
Yep.
We need either something that's an extreme laxative or something like that that we can mix in with a barrel of water as a prank on our friends.
Mm-hmm. If you want to go to an apothecary, you can. Most of them would be on the inside of the wall.
Oh. I don't want to go inside the town.
No, because they'd make you leave your weapon outside.
I would need to enter, but I'm not getting poisoned. I can't imagine a temple maiden would poison someone.
Depends on what you're told by your higher ups.
Yeah.
I say why not?
I advise the group that I need to head back to the temple.
It's only the morning yet. You haven't heard. You've got the rest of the day.
I don't know how long the conversation's going to take. Okay, I'll do temple. Nebuchadnezzar, do you have any, like, what are your spells that you can cast?
Spells, arcane mark, method, detect illusion, influence, Darkness charm person.
Okay. Charm person could be a treat. Could you charm the guard into caring?
Yeah. Will it work like that?
Let me rephrase that. Do you want to use a magical spell on the guard of the town?
Oh,
Good
thank
point.
you. Yeah, always know who you're targeting, eh?
Yeah.
You know? And who stands behind them or beside them.
Unless the Hori could lure the guard away.
Oh wait, I can get
Then he could get charmed.
a watcher to help. I mean, that doesn't help much, but it's an extra person. Okay, I'm gonna head to the temple.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I get there, I speak to the high priestess.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I will make a donation
Mm-hmm.
of 5 gold.
You have gold on you.
Well, because I thought we were given 10. I thought last week we were told we get 10 each, or was it a 30 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 golds. That means we got 10 each.
Okay, so I'll
Okay.
I'll do 5 gold and 4 silver.
Mm-hmm.
And explain that I caught this in this came in my travels.
Mm-hmm.
It got a bit more exciting than I was prepared for. Hey Archie. Than I was prepared for.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a group of bandits who have attacked a group of nomadic tribe. They deal true in fear, and because of where they sit on the social standing, the guards don't care that they've been attacked and had their mercantile taken from them. So I went to help get their stuff back, and we tracked down the rest of the bandits. I am with a group of people who I lie. I jest, sorry. I'm with 2 other people. And we would like to be able to go back to the bandits and somehow disperse them from the area, because I would trust my temple priestess, wouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
I
guess.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Because there have been goods that have been stolen from other people and are being brought by our own merchants in town, who are then selling it off, and they know that they're stolen goods. So we want to put the end to that, because it's not good. Can I please have some help?
Head priestess just motions you to sit down, and then she'll come and sit over beside you and put a hand on your arm, and she says, "Young sister, we cannot express in a physical way our displeasure at what some people do in the wider world. Although we stand to serve those and encourage and strengthen those who build, who create, if we were to try to get rid of all the ills of the world, we would have very little left to do our holy work with. It is admirable that you have tried to support these people. But it may be both dangerous and foolish to continue if you are with two other people, unless these two other people are of some heroic standing and have abilities beyond the average person. They could take on a group of bandits.
Okay. I thank you for her kind words of wisdom, because we do not have powers that can take on a large group of bandits. And what can I do with that information? What do you think I should do? I say to her.
Oh, she reaches into pulls out a small drawer from a table somewhere, pulls out a small pouch, and she says, take these few coins and give them to the poor refugees and pray with them, spend the day with them, support them, talk to them, encourage them. But that is all we can do.
Okay.
Do any of them look like they might be good at building?
Do
We
they?
can always recommend them to the miners.
Okay. I advise I will spend the rest of the day with them today, and I will have a conversation with them about possible work.
Okay,
They are nomadic.
they're nomadic, definitely. So it's a different way of working. They thank you for the small amount of money you give them, and that you're spending the day with them. They won't will go underground because that's just no. We were born above ground. That's where we need to be. They don't understand how other races can go below ground. It's just not natural. Yeah. So they can't. They're happy to help build things above ground, but not in the tunnels or underground.
Okay. Thanks.
How many of them are there?
There are
most of their
about
fighters died, didn't they?
7 or 8.
Yeah.
They lost around about half of their people in the raid.
Yeah.
I ask them if any of them would be willing to take on the bandits.
Well, they all look at each other and they know what they're up against, and they say that would just be foolish.
Okay.
We just heard that you had dealt with some other banditry types in the city, but apparently your abilities don't go beyond the boundaries of the city.
Okay.
But they do quite humbly thank you for all the help and support you've given them, though, so far.
No worries. Sorry, I'm trimming. All right, team. What's the plan?
We can either move on or we can try and poison the bandits.
Moving on.
Are those the only 2 avenues you've got to affect the bandits, have you?
Hire a mob.
Or we cut off the supply in town.
Well, I can think of at least one more, but, you know.
Yep. The other one is ambush the guys that come to town to sell. And then when the other guys come to town to investigate, we ambush them too.
Yeah, I was thinking of something a little less conflicty. Physical conflict, because you're about the only one that can handle physical conflict.
What's another way? So without physical conflict?
It will be something through the friends.
Could we create an? Oh, I was gonna say, can we create like an actual trade thing?
A what? Sorry.
an actual trade agreement? No.
In a formal sense, I don't know where your power base is, and do you know the laws about that? In an informal sense, there's nothing stopping you, but apart from the laws of the city, you could quite easily do that outside the walls. Inside the walls, completely different story. Different set of rules, different set of laws. Even though they're supposed to be the same.
I asked Nida Cadenza, what do you think? Do you know anything else that we could do? You've got a friend in there. Could you have a conversation with your friend?
The friend who I don't know what's in cahoots with bandits or whatever.
Well, we don't actually know that they're or is it an automatic?
You're a bandit because you hang out with bandits.
That would be called association. Guilt by association.
Generally, if you're walking around inside a bandit camp, you're a bandit, or you have serious relations with the bandits.
Yep.
There's something going on. Yeah. How could I meet with this friend? When was the last time I saw him?
You've known him quite well for a couple of months. He's a social friend. You might have run with him for a wee bit. In that time, friends aren't something that are easily had. So when I use the word friend, I'm talking about sort of the connotations of there's someone that you trust and you felt that you knew. So you could call upon them to support you when you needed. That sort of friend. That's the sort of friendship that you felt you had developed with this person. You're not sure what's going on.
And now you find out it's the kind of friendship where he'll help you hide the body.
Yeah.
He may very well be that sort of friend.
Yeah. Okay. Do I know his name?
Create his name. He's your friend.
Create his name.
Yeah, well, just remember the sort of the culture we're in. So something sort of Arabic-like, Afghanistan-like, Mesopotamian-like.
Okay. Okay, let's go with Shahid.
Shahid, okay. Radio, your friend Shahid.
Shahid.
Yeah.
What was his occupation? Do I create that?
No, what was his occupation? He's your friend.
Yep. Create. Okay. What can you be?
Well, he's not very high up, is he? Because you don't tend to mix in those circles just yet.
Yeah. Okay.
So probably someone who lived outside of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps he was a porter. That was his job.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Yeah. How about a camel keeper or animal keeper?
Okay, so he was a camel keeper, an animal looker after, a sort of husbandry type person. Okay, cool.
Okay. Did I know where he did this job?
Oh yeah, you could easily go there and see if he's there.
Yeah, so we do that.
Okay. So you get there, you talk to a few of the other people. It takes a wee while to find him, but you can find him. He's kind of napping at the moment in one of the stalls with just behind some camels. He sort of wakes up. He says, "Oh, sorry, I've had a very long night. Just what can I do for you?"
Oh, yes. How he has been after his
Busy,
health and
very, very busy.
um what he's been up to, what sort of things.
Um, things that I didn't expect I'd be up to.
Hmm. Yep. Okay. Um. Yeah. Have you met new and interesting people, or people that you've known for a while?
Well, there's always people coming and going in the camel yards, so yeah, you're meeting new people a lot of the time. Sometimes you
Yeah.
get old
Yep.
customers coming back, but pretty much business as normal.
Outside the camel yard.
Hmm. And what about
Any new
you? He
people
says.
outside outside the camel yard?
Well, you know me. After work, when I get the opportunity, I like to go drink and then sleep it off until the next day.
Mm.
That's pretty
Mm-hmm.
much life. Of course, it hasn't happened yet. I'm hoping for a
Yeah.
much calmer night tonight.
Oh yeah. Maybe oh, actually, is everyone here? We're all here, eh? The three of us are
Yep,
there.
yep.
Yep. Okay. So I'll introduce them to Ari and Adhasa.
Okay, well,
Um.
Ari, he'll be very all fumbly all over her because, we know what she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. So
Push up,
and
mate.
and then he sort of
I
is
give.
like, eyes opens up a little bit and says, "My God, you're tall. You're
Yes.
as
I
wide
give.
as a camel is long."
Yes, you're very
Yeah.
short.
I give
Well, you're
Ari a
very
bit of a
tall, he
nudge
says.
and a wink. So hopefully she'll pick it up. And then I say, hey, after work, or how long are you here for? What time will you finish?
Well, I'll be finished at the end of the day.
Okay, and we'll come back at the when you just before you finish, and
Fine.
maybe we can go for
A drink. You'll love it.
a drink, a beer, or a sherbet, or something like that.
All good, he says.
Yeah, and perhaps my friends could entertain you, or one of them anyway.
He looks at
Um,
the hurry. Really?
I
No, I meant Adhasa.
He gets a really kind of puzzled, worried look on his face, and he goes, "You're such a kiddie, you know that, aren't you, Nebuchadnezzar?" Anyway, see you after work.
and before he goes, I speak of the nice merchant man and tell him about.
And what? Sorry.
Give him blessings, like shop at this merchant. He is very
Sahid.
favorable. I tell Sahid of the merchant. I said I was going to give that guy blessings.
Oh right,
Talk
talk
about
about
him.
the guy. Okay, he says, "Oh, all right. Well, if I'm ever in line for some goblin
Goods.
swords, I'll go look him up."
Great. Had to drop it in there somewhere.
Yep, that's all cool. Okay, so the rest of the day, what are you doing? Are you doing what?
I will just go help out in the town.
Well, you were given sort of, I wouldn't say orders, but you're sort of given a mission to do by your holy mother.
So I'll do that. I'll
Yep.
complete that mission.
Mm-hmm.
With who I need to. Yeah. Get the day
Right.
with.
Well, you get to know a bit more about them. Yeah. What can I tell you? Yes, they're a nomadic tribe. They weren't always a nomadic tribe. They're sort of from this area originally, so they sort of stayed here and travelled between. Where's my? travel between here and waiting for the other map to load. Here and Alem, which is on the coast. Just come back to you. Yeah. So it's sort of
Cool.
southwest from where you are, several days, weeks away. And they tend to do that. That is their sort of nomadic sort of pathway. They go between those two cities.
Cool.
Aleemb, I think, Alem.
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
How much is the value of the goods that they lost?
Probably close to about 30-40 gold pieces. It's pretty significant for them. I mean, the fact they lost their camels, they've lost their wagon, that's much more of a setback. Anything else, anyone?
My mind's just going back to we can at least get some of the gear by looting bandits as they come into town.
You could try that, yes. Nothing stopping you from trying that. Of course, that's a
Very aggressive response. Dangerous.
potentially. I'm just trying to see how much a bloody horse costs, so I can tell you how much a camel horse costs. And they don't have them there, which is great. That is fine, isn't it? They don't list the prices. It must be in another book. But I would imagine a camel would cost, God, I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I couldn't even
Wouldn't
guess.
it be just donkey or something like that?
No, camels are really, really good.
Oh, okay.
It
Because
is a
of the fact-
desert too.
Yeah, they're even more endurable than donkeys, and they can carry more. Just see if I can find them in this not very well indexed book. Equipment. Non-players should be in the equipment section. 51. I'm not going to hold my breath because even though it's a brilliant game, they don't index very accurately. What have I got? Meals, lodging, provisions, rations, carrying capacities of wagons. There you go, see? No cost. What is that, what the gold is? Yeah, that, no, that wouldn't be it. Here we go. Camel! You're joking. No, I'm thinking that's how much weight it carries. Because I don't think a camel would be able to cost 3,600 gold pieces. I think that's its carrying capacity. Yeah, that's its carrying capacity.
Yeah.
So
A warhorse is only 400.
yeah. So yeah. So I have
Look,
no
I must
idea.
admit, we can get a walrus at 350.
Yeah, it's great. They list the walrus. That's fantastic, isn't it? But they don't tell you how much a bloody... I can tell you how much ships cost, but I can't tell you how much a camel costs, because it's just not one of those things they put in the book. Could be in one of the other books, but yeah. I have to try to
Sorry, Tim,
remember.
I'll be right back. So I went to the bathroom.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be in the Adventures backpack or something?
Well, you'd think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then I'd have to go hunting for that particular PDF. I'll see if I've got it.
Just I don't have that PDF.
Yeah, I've probably got it somewhere. Adventurer's Backpack. Well, at least it was easy to find. How easy is it to index? Table of, okay, classes, equipment, selling, use, backpack, starting points, equipment, tables. What the reckons here, page 42, doesn't mention anything about animals, so here we go, page 42, here we come. Okay, let's have a look. Helms, shields, armaments, weapons, equipment. That's all weapons. And weapons. And weapons. Okay, we've got some animals here. A camel is listed, a camel pack, a riding camel, and a war camel. So a pack camel costs 50 gold pieces, which is what they would have had.
Man,
Yeah, so that's the big loss.
about 80 gold. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why, you know, I mean, it's almost like they'd have to restart again, sort of thing.
But the bandits did ride off on multiple camels, so if we get multiple camels, let's sell them. Is it illegal to steal off people that steal off other people?
Usually not, if you return them to the people they own originally. So if you could steal the camels.
Yeah.
How would you do that?
Yeah, no. Alright. Yep. The dealer can't report his drugs being stolen. That sort of thing.
And if you were looking for a war
How do
elephant,
guards deal with murder in the outer city?
That's well, murder is serious wherever you are. Depending on the standing of a person, it'll have different responses. So it still would be treated seriously, but if it could be explained away as self-defense or something else, it might never be found out to be true murder. Of course, if you're a person of standing and there's been an investigation called for and it's found out, then it's a big thing. They don't tend to go into that much detail outside of the walls unless it happens to be someone important from inside the walls. But if it can be plainly shown to be murder, then it's treated the same, inside or outside.
Yep.
Which is hung, drawn and quartered.
Yep. So it would be best just to beat them to near death and then hand over to the guards.
Yeah. Well,
So
I mean, the bandits, if it can be proven that the bandits, depending on, again, their social standing and any connections they have to anyone important, it could be anywhere from hung to imprisoned.
Yeah. And if we could get them to confess who they are maybe working for, that's higher up.
Well, usually the bandits, their bosses in the bandit encampment. They don't usually work for someone else. Unless they're doing a special job sort of thing, then they might. But they'd be doing typically non-banditry work, but using their bandit skills sort of thing, if that makes sense.
So he'll be in that tent, or one of them anyway.
In all likelihood, the boss guy would have been in that black and gold striped tent.
Yeah, he's in that one.
Yeah, in all likelihood, that would be the most sensible to pick.
Yeah, I'd say to the party too, there must be some, I don't know, there's either that, these bandits are, they have to be doing it for some reason, they're either working for someone who's paying them, or they're getting a really good cut or whatever. That someone is high up, they're in the city, or they're just doing it for themselves to get
Money.
rich, or maybe they there's someone in the city that they
Mhm.
that they're doing it specifically to get at or whatever, something. Some
50, yeah, 50,
motivation.
yeah, 50 bandits is quite a significant number. Most small bandit groups don't work that large, so
Mm.
your supposition that there'd have to be something quite big as recompense would be sort of quite safe to assume that. So they are a different sort of bandit group. Just their numbers would suggest that.
Mm.
Because I mean, you'd have to make a fairly good score all the time to keep everyone happy.
Yeah, that many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So
there such a thing as a traveling, like a merchant's guild or something like that?
there's a caravan train guild, which is for guards of a caravan. Um, the merchants themselves, it's not really a merchant guild. It's more, and the weird thing is, merchant coffee house, where that's where most of their business is done
Mm.
over coffee. Yeah.
Coffee house. Yeah, it's where the
Mm.
Because would want
info might be
only
at.
traveling merchants, because they might possibly fund a fucking force.
Mm.
Traveling merchants tends to. It would be very interesting to find out if it was a traveling merchant group, because you don't want banditry connected with your
Hang on a sec.
traveling merchant concerns.
Hmm.
What?
That's what I'm thinking, because
iPhone.
if there's
Tablet.
traveling merchants coming to this town, the lord of this town
Take
and
that
the
character.
guard would not want
That's
bandits
right.
of
So
that
bend
size near
it
their
back again.
town, so the guard would actually do something.
Yeah.
But if we don't have traveling merchants that come to this town,
It would draw. Yeah, the whole commerce would start to seize up.
hmm,
Wow.
so we could try approaching the guard, talk
Mhm.
to them about having 50 bandits near town. And if they're not
Mhm.
concerned, then somehow we need to get in to talk to the lord. And if the lord isn't concerned,
Well,
then
not a lord, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
yep.
One of the more higher up family members.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you could do that. There's many different ways you could raise the awareness. I can think of one that would be very effective, and all it requires is you guys just going around and talking, not even to specific people, but just talking about certain things in certain vicinity of other people.
Yep. Hmm. Start the rumor mill going.
That's the one.
Rumors. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I
good.
could start the rumor mill in town.
No,
No,
it can be traced back to you.
Yeah, that would not be a good thing.
We need kids.
Yeah. Pay them some whatever coin, and yeah,
Yep.
get them to and run around. Fucking, yeah.
Find 20 street urchins and pay them
Yeah.
5 bronze each. Copper
Okay.
or whatever.
Yep. That's a hell of a lot of money for them.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And is it just kids you want to do this, or are there other people you want to be involved with this?
Oh,
Figures?
Well, who would be more influential? You don't have connections to noble people.
anyone upstanding. So the tavern owner.
The coffee house owner.
Well, coffee
Yeah.
house owner, if you get into that, yes. Okay, so are you
Hey,
visiting these places and offering money for certain things to be said at certain times?
Sweet. So I spent a gold on urchins. And I
Mhm.
want them to spread the rumor that there's a force of bandits near town. and the guard and the lord don't seem to care about the well-being of the traveling merchants anymore.
And that the bandits too. The bandits, their forces are getting bigger. It's growing,
Okay.
and they're getting more bold and all of this sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what general actions happen.
A second rumor would be that there's bandits outside town that have a connection with the local guard.
Oh, you really want to play that card?
Oh, actually, yeah, nah. The bandit. Yeah, nah, I definitely don't want to play that one because that would start a warpath.
Yeah, you
But
could.
who will they war with? Will they know it's us? Unless
No,
they
no,
No,
take all of
there's
these
no
rumors.
point in doing information that you're not certain.
Okay, so you've got some urchins running around spreading this. You've got some people at some coffee shops, some tavern owners who are just passing on the odd little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll also talk to the. Oh, yeah, we'll talk to the people that sent us looking after the bandits. So to them that if they could help spread the information, it is likely that the guard would act and do something.
They're quite happy to go around and do that. So, at the end of the first day, no one's listening. But that's okay, that's the first day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming you've asked the kids to do this for several days.
Yeah.
Yes.
I paid them 5 copper. That's enough food for a few days. So they could do that for a few. Yeah.
And how much
Until you run out
money,
of food.
Nebuchadnezzar, are you paying some tavern keepers and coffee house keepers?
How many of these? There's heaps of these places, is there?
Well, there's lots. So how many do you want to pay for?
Yeah. 5 places.
Okay.
5 places.
Okay, and how much you're paying each one of them?
And Ari, if you could get the word out in the city proper, that would be awesome.
What do you mean by
I'll pay them. I'll pay them a gold piece each.
Okay, rightio, you've been there. Yep, okay. They'll be spreading those rumours for a week each. Okay. Second day.
What do you mean? So what do you mean about spreading it in the town?
Well, currently we're just talking in the outer town. You're the only one that really has access to the inner town. So ideally, word would be round that merchants are thinking of stopping to come to the city because of the bandit issue.
Oh yeah. And I can actually talk to people in higher places.
Be careful though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it probably wouldn't be something you'd say directly. It'd be as a question or something, and then once they start talking about it, you could slowly manipulate the discussion to suggest quietly some worry.
Yeah, they say that there's.
Okay, second day. There's a buzz in town. You can hear other people talking about it. There's some quiet murmurs. The guards seem to be a little bit annoyed, perturbed. You're not quite sure. They seem to be a bit sharper on the gates. Not sure what. Yeah, I don't know when you're going to go to the guards, guys, by the way. So how long are you going to give this plan?
Yep. I was going to say once the rumors start getting, give it another day. Okay. Oh, nah, because the bandits as well, their information. So we want to go to the guard today.
Okay, rightio. Well, you'll rock up to the guards.
That's my opinion.
Oh, okay.
You guys, any say or?
Sorry, what did you say, Link?
Going to the guards today or tomorrow? Like, when should we talk to them? The longer we put it off, the more likely it is that the bandits will hear this rumor going around town.
But the sooner you do it, the less likely your influence is spread.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Rightio. So
Do we go back and see Shahid?
Yep. Okay. Yep. So that night
Yep.
you'll go back and see him.
Before we go, I'll say I'll ask the group. Should I? Well, we will need to get him away. Get him somewhere secluded or whatever. Either I can charm him or ask for him to the same effect. We want information. Which one? Which one are we gonna do?
Well, he's your actual friend, so do you want to charm
Yeah.
him?
Charm him? Yeah.
No, I'm asking you that.
Oh yeah. He's deceitful. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Or
you're
I
making
can
assumptions
ask
there.
him.
Why is he deceitful?
He,
What's your assumption?
Yeah. I think he.
I mean, there's
Like,
many ways you can use that
He's your
information.
real good friend. Maybe he just got caught up with a bad crowd. How long have you known him?
Several months.
This is all.
Around a few months, wasn't it?
Yep, several months.
Several months. Yeah, that's it. Several months. Should we do that, or should I just talk to him, or do one of those two?
You can talk to him, but
I
what are
think
you
next
going to
time I
say?
talk to
What
him-
are you going to ask?
Yeah, I'm gonna be just way more direct next time. If I talk
Okay.
to him again.
Okay, rightio. Well, you head off, you get to a secluded patch, you're at a tavern somewhere, and away you go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I asked him. Yes, how his day was. Camels and yep.
Well, busy,
Anything
hard,
exciting?
you know. Just apart from not getting much sleep last night, the average day. He's
Oh,
looking forward to drinking and forgetting his problems.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll ask him if he's heard any rumors around the what's the outside called? Out in the
Well,
Yeah,
just,
outside
outside
city.
the city,
the outskirts, if you want us to call it that.
on the outskirts. Yeah.
Like what, he says.
Um. Anything about bandits and
Why are you asking
caravans
about
being
bandits?
robbed?
He asks you sort of why you're asking about bandits.
This is we've been hearing some rumors about bandits.
Okay, hang on a second. I'll just see.
Cool.
whether
Now you've just tipped the
he-
bandits off.
No, whether he panics or not. Okay. Give me a D20 roll. Add your charisma bonus.
What is my charisma?
15, so you get +1.
Ah, you got it.
Okay, make your roll.
Hang on.
Oh, you just jumped out of the session.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Nebuchadnezzar. Should change it to never can roll a dice without getting a single digit.
Yeah.
Okay. He's sort of playing vacant at the moment. So you've tried being subtle.
Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, ask him if he's seen a large black and gold tent anywhere recently.
Okay, he says, right. Why would you want to know about a large black and gold tent, Nebuchadnezzar?
We've heard these rumors of a large black and gold tent.
No, there's no rumours about a large black and gold tent, Nebuchadnezzar. He says. What are you asking?
Just what we've heard.
Yeah.
Mm.
No. I haven't heard any rumours about a large black and gold tent, Nebuchadnezzar. He says.
Okay.
Your direct is definitely different to what I thought direct was going to be.
I said it was going to be direct. Okay, I'm gonna have another drink and sit
Yeah.
quietly. You guys want to talk?
He's your friend.
You can still talk.
I'll just push my boobs out.
Right.
Yeah, do something.
He sort of moves.
Stop.
He's sort of Nebuchadnezzar is opposite him. Adrahassis is next to his left, and you're on his right, pushing your boobs into him. He's sort of in a very uncomfortable position.
I say, do not like what you see.
No, he's just like.
How would guards treat a bandit that narcs on all the other bandits? Would he be killed?
Are you asking him?
No, I'm just wondering that myself.
Who knows? Who knows? You know, it could depend on so many different things without trying to make things more complicated, but it would depend.
Yep.
There's no easy black and white. If it could be proven that this one did it to help them capture the others, that might be taken into consideration. It might not. He might be included with the rest of the bunch. But it might be, depending on how merciful the whoever is making the judgment on them is at the time. But it would also need to have some considerable evidence to back up that he's doing this to help them, not just to save his own neck. Because it also would depend on how he comes to tell the guards. Has he been caught? So he's just trying to implicate others to get a lesser sentence. Did he volunteer it? And if he volunteered it, what does that mean? Yeah, so there's a whole lot of variables at play there. There's no one easy answer for it. Apart from Miss Booby pushing her boobies into him, and Nebuchadnezzar drinking, and you sort of towering over him, is there anything else going on?
Well, that's the thing is we haven't even requested anything of him. We've just told him that we know that he's a bandit, and that's all that's happened.
You haven't told him anything, apart from there seems to be something about a black and gold tent.
Black and gold tent,
Rumours of bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We came here without any idea of what we're going to talk to this guy. It's the reason why I'm not saying anything, is because we didn't. What did we even want to talk to him about?
Well, Nebuchadnezzar said she was going to be direct.
Yep.
I've yet to see
There's
that.
ways we can get information out of him. Either I can do it, or I can try and do it, or Ari can try and do it. Not here, but yeah.
Yeah, but what information? Why are we getting information out of him?
To find out who he was, why he was with the bandits.
Okay. That's the point. So after you finish your drink, are you going to ask him that straight out?
No, that's just what I'm saying. We need to get him somewhere secluded, so he could be charmed, be danced to.
If we take him somewhere secluded, it might become. just think of the situation.
Yeah, and then you take him somewhere where there's nobody, and you still got the half ogre there. Would that make you feel comfortable?
Any other suggestions? Do we wait until the place is closed, then sort of jump him, or what do we do? Because I doubt we'll probably won't see him again after tonight.
Well, instead of worrying about what happens after tonight, do what you want to do now. Because you've got him now.
Excuse me. Lead the way, Nebuchadnezzar. Your friend, your call.
There's actually nothing else. I can just keep asking him questions. He'll just keep whatever, or denying.
Well, you haven't asked anything yet, so we don't know. That's what you're supposing.
I did ask him. I asked him about his...
You asked him about bandit rumours, and you asked him about a rumour about a black and gold tent, and he said, no, I haven't heard any rumours about a black and gold tent, Nebuchadnezzar. What are you asking me? is what his answer was. That's the only two questions you've asked him.
Should I ask him, okay, have you seen a black and gold head recently?
He says, obviously, otherwise you wouldn't be asking me. And it sounds like you've seen one too.
Yes, I've seen one. So, I say to him, we saw a person who looked remarkably very much like you around this black and gold head. Was it you?
Well, if it was around about 5 miles out of town, yes it was.
What were you doing? What were you doing there?
I was doing something I didn't know I was getting into. I was given a job by the camel master to take some camels to these guys. They then told me I had to go with them. I got led out to that place. I just did exactly what they told me to do and then just got back here as quick as I could.
Who is this camel master?
Yeah, the camel master, the guy who owns the camel stable, the one I work for.
Okay.
Well, there's some
You know his,
information.
you know his name?
Yeah,
Okay.
Amud.
Ahmed.
Would you come mention that to the guard?
And lose my job? I'd need a bit more evidence than that, wouldn't I? I guess I could use the fact that there's... And then he sort of stops.
I just grin at him. Big, toothy grin.
Yeah, but hey, you get money. I don't. My money stops. I can't support my family on air.
But there would need to be a new camel master, wouldn't there? You know the ins and outs.
I'd also have a bunch of very irate bandits. You promised me protection. I'm in.
We will help you as much as we can.
Yep, we will protect you.
Oh,
If you can.
Rightio, he says. Okay.
I
He says,
say, I look at Nebuchadnezzar. And
Upgrade from roof to stable.
we will help you as much as we can,
right.
and give her like a look, like that doesn't necessarily.
As
mean
long as you can give me protection, otherwise there's no way I'm going to talk anything to the guards. But you've got evidence right now in the camel stables that you could easily use. Because he hasn't had time to produce the right documents. Well, false documents.
Wait, what camels in the stable that we can use?
Yes, there are
Evidence.
two camels in the two camels that appeared overnight, let's say.
Oh,
Hot camel.
yep. That would work as evidence with the guard.
Yes.
Yep.
And I can show them the marks they have on them.
Sweet.
They have some.
In which case,
identify
well, where is this guy's house? Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, if he can,
in the pile out somewhere, you know.
Yep.
Somewhere in the
because
middle,
yeah, I was going
under
to
the
say
dirt over
I
there.
could quite easily move from the roof of my my place to his roof.
Well, he'd be in a communal house, so it'd be like two rooms, and yeah, you could be nearby sort of stuff. But of course, you know, if he got to be a camel master, he could move into the residence and the camel master's stables and stuff. If the guy goes to jail or gets done, and he gets possession of that place, he could provide you with. Since you're talking about moving, he says,
Yep.
"Do you like the sound of a stable? Do you?"
With food?
Well, I can't promise you camel.
Camel better for riding, not eating.
Yes, or carrying stuff.
I don't think half ogres were that picky.
Wow.
It's worth money. If it's dead, you eat it, but if it's not dead, you use it.
And then when you've used it, you've killed it, you eat it. Yeah, if that's what happens from using it.
Yep.
Okay, so he says, but like, me saying this, they'll need other people to present other evidence.
Yeah. We have the group of traders.
He sort of looks at you.
I asked him if he knows anyone else who
No.
is in the same situation as him.
Traders that were attacked a few days ago, missing their camel and their gear.
Okay. Well, I saw some stuff at the bandits camp. Could be them. I don't know.
So is that dude? There's them.
And then
the
you've got
other one is
other dealer who receives the illegal stuff.
Yeah, but he's not likely to.
No. But you can set up someone to watch it happen and catch him in the act. You know
But the
how
guard
it works.
watch it for us. Or
Present
just
the
anyone
information
else.
to them and try to get to influence them, and they might do something about it. You can only try. So you go to the guards with all this information. You take the people you can take there. You present it there. Who's trying to do this? Which one of you two with the good charismas is trying to do this?
Adi,
I think.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll do it.
Okay, make your roll.
Temple Maiden.
12.
I will try and shrink in on myself. I don't want to
Nice.
accidentally intimidate the
cool.
guard.
Okay,
13.
so with all the information you've got, your charisma bonus and that, they're willing to let you talk to the captain of the watch. They'll call him out a bit later. You're going to have to wait, and he'll arrive when he arrives, and you can tell him your story. So they'll send a runner off for him. They don't know if he's going to arrive early or not, but I do know when he arrives, because he does arrive relatively quickly, because there's this really weird rumour going around at the moment. Strange that. It's called setup, guys.
Oddest coincidence.
Yeah. Okay, so he's willing to sit down and listen to everything. Where you go, Ari? You explain to him, and I need you to give me a charisma roll, please.
Okay.
Because you've got everything in place, you just got to make the roll. With some bonuses.
And role play.
Sorry?
Got a 9.
9. Yeah. So he's not really believing it. He wants some more evidence. So you say there's this person who receives ill-gotten gains. He'll send a guard out with you tonight, and if he can come back and say yes, he's seen it happen with his own eyes, then I'll do something about it tomorrow.
Okay.
So you just got to hope that...
Sounds good, Mr. Guard Captain, sir.
Yeah.
Can we get a sneaky one?
Well, you're going to set him up where you were, probably.
Yep, on the roof.
Okay.
Well and truly early.
Yeah. So you set him up, and you wait, hoping that something is going to happen. And it's in the early hours of the morning when something does happen. So he can go back and report. He'll come, once they leave, he'll come back, get down, have a look at some of the bits that they left outside, and it will be stuff that has been mentioned by the nomads. So he'll go back, he'll take something with him to prove that he's got a piece of something that corroborates their story about being stolen. the next day the guy will come in with a group of guards, march over to the camel master and to this other guy. They'll both be taken in for questioning. Your friend will present the 2 camels that are extra, that don't seem to have any paperwork, that your nomads can identify as being theirs, and they show the mark. They talk about a mark before it's even seen, and they show the mark on the camels. Your friend will verify that, yeah. He'll verify that about what his side of the story was. Because he came forward, he may not be prosecuted with the camel master. I'll have to roll for that one. Okay, so your friend isn't going to be prosecuted. So within a day's time, by the end of the day, there's a massive group of armed guards and first downs that march out. Your friend, well, it doesn't have to be your friend, it can be one of the 3 of you, probably the half ogre, because you...
Yep.
Yeah.
I shall join.
Yeah. And yeah, there'll be
Do
a
I
bit
get
of
a fight?
Oh yeah, yeah, but we won't have too much of a fight. We'll just give me a D20 roll, an attack roll, please, and I'll make a 1 for them, and we'll see. Okay.
Yeah, I hit them.
Yeah, you guys take them out. Some of them get away, as does the leader, obviously. A couple of others, but a lot of stuff is recovered. Some stuff has been reported by other merchants. There's some stuff that's not recoverable, so the city takes a 10% cut on that. You guys get to keep the rest, or you can give it to your merchant people that you've helped gain back their camels and stuff, up to you, or you can keep a little bit. But basically we'll say that in the end your Nebuchadnezzar, your friend, is now the new camel master of his own little stable.
Nice.
The half ogre is living in one of the stable stalls.
Yep. And Idris would like to. Mama always said invest, so invest whatever into my new merchant friends.
Okay, so you've got a sort of a going concern with these nomads who've got
Yep.
their camels back and stuff. Okay.
So all of my loot and whatever else I get from that can go into them. And I trust you people. You good. You honest.
Right, they'll do their best to give you a good return on your investment.
Yep. I'll give them half and give half to the team.
Okay, cool. And what about you, Nebuchadnezzar? You keeping most of yours?
I'll give them. I'll give 3/4. No, sorry. 3/4 of a half to the merchant and the other quarter to Saeed.
Right.
And I'll keep half.
Okay, rightio. So the half that you keep...
And we know good camel stable for you. I guard.
You're staying there for free as the guard.
Yep.
Nebuchadnezzar, don't know what you're doing.
I'm gonna see if I can stay at this camel place somewhere.
Well, he probably could give you a place to board, a room of your own.
Yeah.
So it would be fairly standard food fare, nothing fantastic, but like a silver piece a month.
Yeah, all good.
It's a small little room for your own, plus you get to eat with the family.
Cool.
You're doing guard duty, so as long as you're doing guard duty, they'll pay for your food. Half ogre and the Huri's back in. So
My pet ogre.
your character,
Yay!
yeah. So we'll say that you've all progressed yourselves up to 2nd level and made a bit of a name for yourself.
Yeah.
So that means I think you all would have gone to 301 experience points or something, because we were using the fifth edition.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
301.
301. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just finish the recording and then